Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on Nick Foles and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 52 in his 10th NFL season now, Nick Foles.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Now Foles. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance. Last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From just shy of midfield, Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete.
There, and they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here come the Vikings with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the rookie 3rd-round pick from Texas A&M. It's Kellen Mond.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 9. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1. Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Foles. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Foles. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament, and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And this will be a Vikings next first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mond. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Mond looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 3rd down gain of 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A give. This is Cook. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Cook following the penalty. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Mond going to throw it. Flushed out right. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Joseph's got it. And the lead moves to 10-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd down and 4. Back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. So Mike Tomlin correct in his assessment to throw the flag there. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
From the 38, Mond. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. So that challenge, a successful one. To throw again on second down. Mond. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the give is Nwangu. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On second down, it's Harris. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now,
into a sea of defenders had intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. We have hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Mond's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look. We'll step aside. Second down and 7. Now Mond. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mond looks to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Mond. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Ebron caught left side. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Another run now for Nwangu.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll run for it with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They try again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On first down, Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
2nd and 5.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On the ground, it's Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Johnson running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
McLeod to return it.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a... First down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Foles, completion here to Claypool. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Foles throw complete there to Johnson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Not much there, only a yard. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. That's complete. It's Cook. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Flushed out right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will play it. Safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They hand this off to Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. Able to hit his target, Claypool. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will have a Steelers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Cook running right. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, partner, look where the ball's being placed now. They're deep in the red zone, which to me, that opens up their options because they can run the field goal kicker out there right now, or they can decide to run a play and put it into the perfect position he might require in order to make the game-winning kick.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Second down and goal. Mon escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this.